The bridge is, why is the bridge good?
Bridges.
All right. Bridge is good because it helps you.
It said be shining up in this.
It helps you.
Yeah, help you. Right, stand on it.
It helps you,
Helps you.
Sure.
Squad.
Fix
Shut
up.
up, Bob.
Anyway, it helps you, like, if you got problems, like, you can sort it out. Like, for example, I got sent here because I brought a knife into school and I got kicked out for it, and now they're just helping me go back to mainstreams and fix up my behaviour.
Next lesson, period 3 is about to start, please. Gregory, let's get appropriately dressed, please. Tie, shirting.
Over 4,500 kids are permanently excluded from secondary school every year. Some of them end up here, at the Bridge AP Academy in West London.
Greg, come on, let's get dressed.
Everyone's situation was different, do you know what I mean? Everyone's here for a reason. May it be fighting, may it be, you stabbed the teacher, or certain stupid things, and they're all stupid things.
JJ, did not say stop already.
I got kicked out for assaulting a teacher. I didn't actually assault her. My shoulder brushed past her.
Reese, come here, please. You go look in the mirror at the state of your shirt, Reese. Please, and you tell me if that's a tucked-in shirt, Reese.
I got permanently excluded from school because I broke a teacher's iPhone and threw it in her face.
Deviano, why are you not in your lesson yet?
Because other people are interrupting.
Deviano, come here, I'm still here.
With up to 90 kids and 30 staff, including teachers, mentors and therapists, it's the biggest school of its kind in the country.
My job on the floor is senior point of contact, is just to make sure we keep kids in lessons, we keep the school running as it should be, respond to any kind of incidents that's taking place with kids spilling out of class or refusing to engage. And it's usually attached to some anxiety. All right, Leonard.
Kids at mainstream schools, they're more calmer and they have to control their anger. But children at the bridge, they have anger problems, and some have different problems, so that they express their feelings differently.
Almost without exception, the children here struggle with reading, struggle with levels of literacy and numeracy. Almost without exception, there are issues around their behaviour and their conduct.
Hey, listen, you guys are old enough now. You know why you left your houses to come here. It's about learning and education. If you don't want that, I'm happy to call your parents and you can go home as a fixed-term exclusion. Alternatively, my advice is let's try and re-engage. It really is not that hard.
Yes, fundamentally, we're a school, so we're about learning. We have a minimum expectation that children will leave us with 5 GCSEs. We know that 1 GCSE makes a massive difference to life chances. So if we can get 5, then we're on the right track.
Yes, Andre. What's the problem, Patrick? I've got the likes of Warren, Jess.
But because some kids will do anything to avoid lessons, the school has a constant battle to get them out of the corridor and into class.
2 minutes, Patrick. I'm just dealing with an incident. I'll be able to help you with that. Thank you. You choose one? Yeah, same 5, famous 5. Just running around the place.
I think, yeah, we do a lot of bad things, innit? And we can all admit that.
Right.
But we just get picked on now. We walk into school and straight away it starts because they know what we're like. I might have my jumper on. Straight away I get someone bragging at me. Or it'll be another thing, oh, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, you've got to go to your lesson.
Right, is that the lovely Jessica?
Teachers, all right, most of them are, but there's always them certain ones that go over the top.
Jess, she's in English, Pat. We get her in. If she doesn't want to go in, she can go.
Excluded from school for persistent disruptive behaviour and refusing to cooperate.
Didn't get here till 12:15.
Jess also has a problem with truancy.
Stop. No, stop. Stop. No. This is the conversation. Stop. Let's get her.
Oh, okay.
Jessica.
I don't care.
Okay.
Don't touch
Okay, Jessica, if you're not in the right place at the right time, no, Jessica. No, Jessica. That's fine. I don't have any wish, but stop. No.
Skipping school and lessons means she's falling behind with her work.
You've only got 5 minutes, love.
Obviously, without education, you're going to be a bum your whole life, so I know I have to get my head down and start working because I don't really want to be a bum. But learning can be difficult.
Okay. So we went up in 4s how many times?
4, and then you have to turn 4.
It can be hard, like, it can piss you off some days, it can make you upset some days, it can make you vex. It's just like, you just get, like, it's just, you never know what emotion you're going to get when you come into school every day. I like the writing.
Now in year 10, Jess needs to find a way to stay in class if she's to stand any chance of getting her GCSEs.
I know when I go to my lessons, I do work in them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just like, it depends on how I'm feeling that day, really, as well. Like, if I have a bad night, I'm going to come into school in a mood.
What do you mean a bad night?
Like, if I can't sleep, or I'm arguing with my mum or my family, or arguing with other people, then I'm going to have a bad day when I come in. Like, it's going to put me in a mood.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm.
Cool. Oh, lovely.
Like, yeah, it's going to put me in a mood. So then when I come into school and teachers are going on about my jumper, then I'm just going to be like, just leave me alone.
The things you're going to be learning in class are really, really important. And that's why everybody is on your case. They're not on your case, they're trying to really help you.
Yeah.
Do you understand where we're coming from in terms of, you know, you need to be in your lesson, you need to be engaged in what the teacher's talking about?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard that? Lots.
A lot, yeah.
So, you know, those things are really important and that's what we need to work on.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm definitely a different person to who I used to be. I get angry at things that other people wouldn't get angry about. But in year 7, I think I was actually a really good student there. Really good. I'd done everything I was told. And then it came to year 8.
Can you not?
No, I really can't sleep at night. I lived with my mum and my dad, and then he moved out, and that's where everything kind of went wrong for me. Also, I have my little brother, and I'm very close to him. So he was seeing all of this, and I was thinking, well, he's too young to be seeing all of this. Maybe it is for the best. And then I was upset one day, and I was angry one day. And then I was in the situations where, do I have to pick between my mum and dad, like...
Just give it a little press.
And it was a rough stage for me at that moment. I kind of lost it a little bit.
And peel it off really slowly. Okay. Okay, good. So are you ready to go and
Yeah.
do some learning now?
When my mum and my dad just gave up, it's kind of when I gave up, I think. And when I was going into school, I weren't paying attention. I weren't listening to their rules. When it got to year 9, they just gave up and they just said, let her go, so.
So as soon as you're feeling angry, you need to take yourself into a space where you're a bit more positive. So if that means you're asking to go out of the room and have 5 minutes time out, really politely, that's cool. Or if you want to come and see me, you come down and just knock for 5 minutes.
Dip, 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 dip.
Because the school never permanently excludes students, they have to pick their battles. But all behaviour, good and bad, is recorded by teachers and then reviewed with the students every morning in registration.
Is this today? I had 3 yesterday.
Verbal abuse.
Millie was cussing Tyrese in the dining hall and bringing his...
13-year-old Millie only recently arrived at the Bridge, having left 2 schools for verbally abusing teachers and fighting with other kids.
Millie, why did you do that?
Because he brought my mum. So where is he going? Don't bring up my mum and expect me to not bring up your dad, so then he wants to try and hit me. They didn't like that he hit me, did they? No. I should have knocked him out.
I think you need to just steer clear, don't you?
If you're bad in the class, they give you a negative. Either refusal work, abusive language, you saw it the teacher, or you left the class. And positive is when you do all your work, you're good, and you're good, yeah. Refusal to stop watching inappropriate music clips and being asked to leave the class without permission.
Like all kids at the school, Millie has a chance to leave, but only if her behaviour improves enough.